here at the Triangle in Central Austin at Electric Avenue. This place has these cool electric scooters. Like a lot of times bicycles don't have like all the fenders and all that, but these scooters, they're more robust, and you've got lights and you've got all that kind of stuff. So how do people use these? Can you just give me like a quick overview of the products you have?
Yeah, sure. I mean, scooters, the tradition of scooters was started because people wanted to get to work without soiling their clothes and getting, road dust and weather on them.
Or sweaty compared to a bicycle, I suppose.
Exactly. And a lot of people say, well, do you ride them in summer or whatever season? So the answer is yes, because in summer, actually, when you're riding a scooter, you don't, unlike in a car, you don't need air conditioning. A lot of people don't realize that much of the heat they feel when they're in the car is that big heater they call the engine that's right up in front.
Like radiating them.
Yes, it's radiating heat upon them. So, so with the scooter, you get the advantage of just convection cooling and
air circulation.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're wearing a helmet. I noticed you've got like a bunch of really cool options over here.
Yeah, we have some, we try to have all our helmets under $100.
Really? Even for these like hardcore scooter helmets that got like a visor and everything?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's people find it a value.
So speaking of pricing and stuff, can you like give me like just a real quick overview of what you're carrying here and what the prices are for something like this? Maybe the speed, the range, just like real quick.
Right. We have used, we have new. The used ones here, they go for, this one, for example, there was a lady asking about it this morning. I think the asking price is around $4,000.
Okay.
And then the other scooters you see in this room are mostly new. And so this one would be about $5,200 and $6,100.
Okay.
So these are, don't forget, they're European scooters. So they embody that quality that people expect from Europe. And, it's like a...
wow.
It's not only a scooter, or a European scooter, but it's a plug-in electric scooter. And as you notice, it just plugs into a normal 110 outlet, and you don't require the same,
big fast charger, big,
exactly,
something special
that you would with an electric car.
Can you hit me with like the voltage and amp hours on one of these battery packs?
Yeah, so the amp hours, it's about 3 kilowatt hours.
Oh wow!
And so as you know, most utilities charge about 9 cents per kilowatt hour. Mm-hmm. So it costs about 27 cents to go 60 miles, which is what one charge holds.
Wow.
So that is in comparison to, say, a car that gets, if you were to look at it on a cost basis comparison, this is equivalent to, a car that gets about 600 to 700 miles per gallon, which you're not going to find. But now we have that with electric.
It's just awesome. To charge this, I would imagine it takes like 8+ hours then?
No, it'll take about 3 hours.
Just 3 hours?
Just 3 hours.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the charger is built into this bike. It must be like a pretty 10 amp charger, or?
Yes, a 12 amp charger.
There we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of, low speed electric bikes have like 2 amp chargers and stuff. So that I was doing the calculations like, man, this is a really fast charger. Do these have sealed lead acid or lithium batteries?
These in particular, they have lithium batteries that are controlled by a good battery management system.
Wow.
And so, periodically we'll get firmware updates for that battery management system that, miraculously, without changing any hardware, the capability of the hardware is increased by just the changing of the firmware that controls it.
That's awesome, like upgrading, your operating system on a computer or something.
Exactly.
So you're saying the $5,000, $6,000 range. What is this brand? Like, is it all the same brand that you carry?
Yes, mostly. We're focusing on this brand, which is called Govex, Govecs.
Okay.
It's from Germany, and it's a new brand. It's been around for about 5-6 years, about the same age as our shop.
Okay, there you go. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and they're one of the preeminent electric scooter makers in the world. I guess the other scooter makers that do electric, you'll find a lot of them are are from China or Asia. This is one of the few European ones, and they're really high quality as a result. So
they look nice.
Yeah, they have a really good 2-year unlimited mileage warranty.
2-year warranty. What's the range and the top speed on something like this then?
The range is about 60 to 80 miles, depending on how fast you ride.
Sure.
And the top speed for these is about 53 miles per hour.
Wow. How much does this one weigh?
This weighs 265 pounds.
Okay.
So a lot of people, they look at horsepower alone, but don't consider the weight of the vehicle. So we try to emphasize here
or the rider, and it looks like you could maybe sit a couple people. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah,
this is great.
They're good on dates, and because it's good for communication when you can speak to each other without the noise of an electric, of a gas motor going on.
Okay, and this is Audrey over here?
Yes.
Did I get that right? Okay, have you ever been on a date on one of these?
Yes, we have actually.
Sweet, okay. Is that how this whole thing got started, or what got you guys into the...
Yeah, more or less. We went on so many dates that we had to work to pay for all the dates that occurred.
I thought you were going to mix it up. You're like, what can we do? Wind through my hair,
To make a long story short, electric vehicles really helped us save a whole bunch of money that we needed to save to pay our debts down. And so much so that I guess we have the store. It's such a good idea. We're trying to invite other people to commute alternatively as well in the same way. It's cheaper than, this is the cheapest way to go. It's cheaper than if you consider walking, you'd have to eat more, or the bus.
Where's that food coming from? How much does that food cost? And the efficiency of converting those calories into movement. Even with a traditional bicycle, these are pretty efficient. And the electricity, it's like the only energy source that gets cleaner over time as more solar and wind comes onto the grid. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
So it's awesome to see this. Kind of like a locally owned, kind of independent shop is the feel that I get here.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. Do you want to give me the address real quick for people?
Yeah, we're found in central North Austin at the Triangle, and our physical address is 4616 Triangle Avenue.
Okay.
Austin, Texas 78751.
Is there a website?
Yes, it's Electric Avenue Scooters, all spelled out and plural at the end, .com.
Okay, and then real quick, I noticed that there's kind of like the repairs and stuff. I mentioned this when I walked in. How does that work? And can you show me a couple of these over here?
Yeah. So thanks for minding the mess here, but we do all kinds of repairs on gas and electric scooters, and we're doing a lot more electric service now that electric vehicles are becoming more common.
Yeah.
Over here we have a Brahmo motorcycle that we're doing some service on.
That's cool.
And here you also have various other scooters. Here's a amped kit conversion bike. There's a A to B.
So these are all people who maybe bought them somewhere else and you help repair or service them.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
excellent.
we have that expertise and capability, and we have fairly good reviews, I think.
Right. So. Well, seem very personable and authentic here. So this is very cool to check out. Thank you again for giving me the quick overview. I saw Audrey got a phone call, so business is good. It's a beautiful day, and
yes, business is good. And I also want to remind people that if in Texas at least, a motorcycle license or M-Class license is required.
Thank you so much for calling that. See, I don't have mine yet. Working on it. So
yes, I encourage you to do so. It's very fun. It's not a big time commitment. It's a 5-hour class and a 10-hour on-course, bunch of riding exercises, which I find very fun.
Cool.
And the cost is not, the cost is a lot less than crashing or getting a ticket from the police. So,
And one of the things that seems to come up, because I do review like the light electric vehicles and trikes and stuff, and that's great. You get to stay on the path and maybe get a little bit more of a workout if you're into that. But the distance is often a lot less. This might be half of 1 kilowatt hour, whereas this had 3 kilowatt hour battery. We're talking about top speed of close to 50 miles per hour, range of 50 to 70. It's a very different vehicle, and in the United States where things tend to be more spread out, this could be a really viable option, like a car replacement for those people who have to go further.
Yeah, this is really, you know, sort of aimed for people who live in the periphery of the town or the suburbs or the exurbs, where they can truly replace a car. They don't have to like sell their house and move closer to where the real estate is more
ridiculous
expensive.
rates. Yeah.
Exactly. So they can have the best of both worlds. They can live out where there's a lot of space and cheap mortgages and rents, but at the same time not pay a lot of gas. Pay a lot in gas to have to commute like that.
This is excellent. Well, if you're near Austin and you want to check these out, come on down, and eventually I hope to review some of them.
Yes, I hope so too. Yes.
That'll be fun. So thank you for the time, Mark, and good luck.
Okay, thanks a lot.